name is Branislav. I'm from Open Source Integrators, and this is Greg. Today we're going to talk about optimizing e-commerce for make-to-order manufacturing. This is actually a very interesting project we did. It was a make-to-order product, highly configurable make-to-order product that we managed to simplify and deliver to the customer on a more efficient rate. So, Greg, do you want to explain a little bit?
I'd love to. So this project was really interesting, and we used our standard process, a process that's well proven and tested for these sort of situations. We started by analyzing the business and their goals, optimizing business processes that needed that, and then looking for fit and how it was going to fit going forward. Once we understood that, we were able to automate the business processes in our open ERP solution, and finally we helped with transitioning it to becoming a live system. The analysis was really interesting. This company operates in Europe, and we had to work in multiple time zones in multiple countries to really get to the bottom of what they were trying to accomplish. It was a new company. They had some great ideas for this business model, and basically an unlimited a product that had unlimited configurations possible and was to be made on demand, on order, and then shipped within a local service area every day. This required optimizations all along that value chain. We had to understand each part and be able to analyze and optimize each part of this value chain. Brani, you were intimately involved in this. Can you talk about some of the optimizations that came about as you worked on this?
Yes, of course. Well, this being a highly configurable product, I would even say with a multitude of probably millions of variables that can come out of to actually be manufactured and delivered, we found a way to collect that data through our e-commerce platform and tie it into the manufacturing. So the operation in the behind could deliver the product precisely and get it ready for shipping without getting the wrong items into everyone's delivery. This also ties in very, very tightly with the logistical aspect of the whole operation. And by using the barcode operation that we have in ERP, we managed to route each package precisely and make sure it gets to the right address. We managed to give the customer the capability to change that address also through using the e-commerce platform. That way the driver would know exactly where to go on which day and which exact product is he supposed to deliver. What this has done is it has taken a very hard to manufacture custom product and made it as fluid as an operation can be in this case.
I have a question, because often in make-to-order situations, you end up with needing a lot of raw materials and a lot of waste might be a result. By this optimization process that you were able to deliver, were you able to reduce waste in this process?
Oh, most definitely. So since we collect that information for the e-commerce platform, we can exactly project the further purchasing needed for any possible material we use. That gave them a very small margin of error where they can always be enough in stock with all the materials they need to produce while able to order more just in time for the next batch to arrive.
That was really remarkable work you did, Brani. I'm still really proud of our collaboration, the work that you did on it, and what we were able to produce. So that sticks out to me. The automation process was straightforward once we had done this optimization. We were able to automate a complete system from start to finish, starting with user subscriptions and orders, and going all the way through the raw materials, purchasing and delivery and routing and logistics that needed to go into this. It was challenging in a number of manners, but we were able to create a system that could perform right to the standards that were being asked for by the customer here. When we transitioned this to a live system, that was relatively straightforward. This system had to be able to perform on both conventional desktop as well as mobile platforms. That was an area of special concern, was to have that fluidity and naturalness of being able to do order processing on a mobile platform. And once that was done, they transitioned into a live system pretty quickly. Am I missing anything, Brian?
Yes, yes. When we completely tie that link between the manufacturing department and their logistical delivery fleet management operation, this is where we reduce the risk to absolute minimum, and we really got them ready to take over and really start with going forward in their business.
Sure. So the results of this, for this new business as it was starting up in a key international market, was to give them a production advantage immediately and a distribution and logistics advantage. As they rolled out on their launch, they were able to start with a complete system that could manage everything from customer orders to procurements to manufacturing to logistics and delivery all in one place. It reduced delays and inefficiencies. It also provided a framework for them to be able to grow and evolve their platform on. We think that they were able to do something very remarkable and see ROI very quickly on this system that they developed.
Yeah, of course. And then when they took over this open source platform that we have customized for their needs, they were able to control it efficiently, and they were able to change things on their own regarding the configuration if something changes in their operation. I think this is really the way that open source can be done right, and this is the way that we want all our customers to experience our flow.
Yeah, I'd also say, Bronnie, we made long-term friendships out of this project, didn't we?
This is a project that I made a long-term friend back in Europe, and I will never forget this relationship, and I always cherish it.
Yeah, that's great. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any more questions, please feel free to contact us either at the website, email, contact@opensourceintegrators.com, or our telephone. Thank you so much. Bye.